Welcome back to Trader Talk with me, your host, Dan Worth, and today I'm joined with tennis trader Sam Gregory. Sam, how are things today?
Great, Dan. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really well, thank you. And obviously, you joined us at a really exciting time with the US Open just around the corner. And I've got a few questions for you today. Let's start off then with last year's winner of the women's competition, Emma Raducanu. There's been a lot of press recently about the pressure that she's going through, particularly after winning last year. And how do you think she's going to get on trying to sort of defend her title?
Yeah, it's the only place to start, isn't it? Really, Raducanu going back to the scene of her greatest triumph from one of British sport's greatest triumphs. Pressure. Well, I can't speak for her. I'm sure she's feeling a bit of pressure, but from my perspective, I don't see any pressure being put on her shoulders. She's a Grand Slam champion. She's still a teenager. If she never wins a match for the rest of her life, she's going to retire with a better career than most. So I don't see any pressure, but I guess from her point of view, the only thing she'll be thinking about is she's got so many ranking points to defend. She's got 2,000 ranking points to defend out of the 2,750, I think she's got in total around.
Yeah.
So if she goes out in the first, second round, she's going to drop to 60, 70 in the world, and she's going to start to come up against seeded players for the other tournaments in the year. But I don't see it happening, to be honest. I can really see her going far deep into the tournament again. She's got great memories there. I think she's going to have a couple of easy games first up. If that snowball starts going down the hill quickly, she could well be hard to stop.
Yeah, I mean, that will make sense. And I'm sure you're with me in hoping that she can do that. And,
Definitely.
I mean, doing it twice is a complete miracle. Once was enough. But let's see how she goes.
Yeah, I don't. I'm putting pressure on her by saying she could go far, but yeah, I'm a bit away for a bit in the tight games. She seems to lose. She seems to have a bit of a mental block in the really tight games, but like last year, if she gets into the early leads, she gets breaks up, she won't have any tight games. So
Mhm. Yeah, it's going to be super interesting. And as I said, I really hope she can go all the way. I think with you guys, she's about 28 to 1, which seems quite fair. Have you got any comments on that price?
like I said, if she gets going, that price is going to come down really quickly, and it can be her re-rate, the price of her a match every through the round. She gets going, she's going to be favourite for all of her matches. I can't only Sphere Tech, even if she's playing really well, only Sphere Tech's probably going to be head to her favourite if she really crushes the first few rounds. So that price can come down very quickly if she starts getting going.
Cool. Well, definitely one to keep an eye out for then anyway.
Yeah.
Just to jump over to the men's side then, obviously there's been a lot of talk about Djokovic. Will he be playing? Will he not be playing? Will he be allowed to play? I think his stance on everything is quite clear. What do you make of it all? I don't really know where to start, to be completely honest.
It seems a bit silly now. The Australian Open one, I kind of agree with the situation in Australia with them all being in such a strict lockdown, but being 2.5 years since the start of the pandemic, it seems a little bit silly, and it's looking increasingly likely that he's not going to be able to play. Betfair has a market, and he's 105, so he's 20s on not to play now. So it's looking increasingly likely the draw's not too far away now. It'll be interesting to see if he gets placed in the draw. I mean, no one really knows, but it's looking very unlikely that he's going to play.
Yeah, it seems crazy to me anyway, and they're leaving it quite late to make a decision. So
Yeah.
if he is sort of pulled in or gets the all clear, do you think that would impact his game, or do you think he's kind of used to it now and he'll be ready to go regardless?
Well, it'll have to impact his game. He's an experienced player and he's been around the block long enough to not let it affect him, I think, too much. But like I said, I don't think it's going to happen. I could easily look like a fool in hindsight, but I'll be very surprised if he's at the start line come Monday evening.
Fair enough. Okay, then just to move on to everyone's Wimbledon sort of heartthrob, Cameron Norrie. What do you make of his chances? I know he kind of had a nice run at Wimbledon. Do you think that's probably as far as he can go, or can he go one step further this time?
I think that's about as far as he can go. This is going to sound a bit. He's a solid, if a little unspectacular player. I'm not sure he's quite got the game to become a Grand Slam champion unless the draw really opens up for him and he gets a really favourable run through. I think he's been quite fortunate with seedings because although his world ranking's outside the top eight, with Zverev being injured and Djokovic news, I think he's actually going to go into Djokovic can play. He's going to go into seventh seed. So
Okay.
that means he's not going to face anyone unless he gets Kyrgios in the early rounds. He's not going to face a big dog until the quarterfinal stage. So I think quarterfinals would be a success for him at this tournament, just solidly coming through some slams up and getting those ranking points will be a good outcome for Norrie.
Yeah, excellent. Again, I'm super excited to see how he goes.
Yeah.
All right, well that's pretty much all my questions. I guess the last one I wanted to ask you really is who's your pick across the women's and the men's, and if possible, do you have an outsider for us?
Well, like I said, if Emma counts as an outsider at 28-1, it seems like silly that an outsider is the defending champ, but why not? Why can't she win it again? Let's put it this way, she's 15, 20 times more likely to win it than she did last year, and she won it last year. So why can't she do it again? And on the men's side, without Djokovic, I think Medvedev is the favourite. But Rafa, it's not a massively interesting selection, but I can see Rafa winning this, to be honest. I think he's got as good a chance as any, and it'd be interesting to see how Alcaraz goes as well in a tournament where there's suddenly a bit of not pressure on him, but it'd be interesting to see how far he goes and time for him really to step up and make kind of those semi-finals, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say Alcaraz as well. I know we spoke last time sort of in depth about him
Yeah.
and whether there's loads of pressure on him and things like that,
Yeah.
but it does feel like the attention is just more and more on him.
Yeah.
I feel like this could be his time.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best build-up compared to where he was in March and April. He hasn't been playing quite as well recently, but without Djokovic, if the draw's kind to him when it happens, then yeah, he'll be hard to stop as well, just like Emma if he gets going.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think the conclusion to all of this chat is it's going to be a super exciting tournament and kind of without Djokovic, it's going to be wide open and just great fun to watch. So I can't wait. Before we go, then, I just wanted to ask if you guys at Sporting Index had any sort of specials or boosts that you were offering on the US Open.
Yeah, I think we're boosting the Sphere Tech from 7-2 to 9-2, and Tsitsipas is boosted from 12-1 to 16-1. So those are the two good picks if you're looking for a boost.
Excellent. Well, if you're fans of both of them, then definitely get involved. All right, then, Sam. Well, that's everything from me today. Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks very much and enjoy the tournament as always.
Cheers, Dan. I will.
Yeah, and for the guys at home, same to you. Enjoy it. There's loads of great sport on at the moment. So, yeah, just make the most of it. And if you are gambling with us, please do so responsibly. But yeah, first and foremost, enjoy and we'll see you soon.